Hey everyone, it's Ash the Hamster Channels here, and I'll be doing a cage tour slash review of the Zoozone. I got this cage in March and I ordered it off eBay for £45. The condition when it came in, even though I got it in the express, wasn't very good. It had cracks in it. The lid was coming to the point where it was just going to snap in half, so I had to do something about it quick. I was going to replace it, but I found out that the seller would not give me a refund, so I had to be stuck with a broken and cracked lid, but everything else is fine. Ash is actually in there. I don't think he'll be coming out this video, but you know, let's hope for the best. Maybe he does. Oh, that was my finger. Sorry about that. I'm going to show you what's inside of the cage, and I'm going to show you all of Ash's, stuff that I got, but it hasn't been a lot, so this video isn't going to be very long. It's actually going to be really short. So first of all, we're going to start with the climbing frame here. This was a Woodlands climbing frame. It cost me £6. It's quite frustrating to put together because, it'll keep falling apart. But I think it looks quite nice for a centerpiece in the cage. I made some toilet roll tubes for him. I just put a normal one in there, and I made this one by cutting some holes through it, in which he likes, and he's started to chew on it. He doesn't really chew on anything else that is supposed to be chewed on apart from cardboard, so yeah, I guess that's alright. I got this mini strawberry house for him. This cost me around £3.50, £2 I think, I can't really remember. He doesn't really like going in there. I have never seen him go in there. People always say to me that, oh, it's for a female hamster. No, I don't think it's for a female hamster. I think it's for any hamster, if you want to buy it, not just for females. I got him a new bowl which cost me £2. He started to eat out of it. Thankfully, I didn't think he liked it very much, apart from his last bowl that he had, which was the bowl that comes with the Fur Plus mini cage. When I first got him, let's get to that. When I first got him, I had to pay for a £20 cage, which was a Fur Plus, and I really didn't like it. It was too small. All he had was a house, a wheel, and a tube. That's basically it. Oh, and his water bottle and food, but you couldn't really do anything else until my cats broke the cage. That's when I had to get him a replacement, and his wheel broke, so I haven't really got him a proper wheel yet. This is the excuse me, this is the flying saucer. He plays on it a lot. As you can see, it's quite dirty. He likes to do his business and put some food and wood shavings onto it, whatever makes him comfortable. I'm going to be doing his cage soon again, even though I changed it 3 days ago, probably next week. This is a loofah chew. He hasn't really started to chew on it, not that I know of, but it looks quite nice next to the wheel because they're both purple and it goes with blue, that's what I think. This here was just an ordinary bracelet box which I use as a platform for him to get to his water, because it is quite high, his water bottle, and it is a small water bottle too. It's mainly for mice, and yeah, and that's why it's so small. This here is a stick and ball chew, I think it's called. I can't remember what it cost me. I think it cost me like £4.50 or something, but it's quite worth it. I haven't meshed the cage lid yet because he's not really a climber. He doesn't climb or chew on that, so there's no way to get him up. But if I wanted to one day randomly get him some platforms, then I'll have to buy some mesh, which you can get from Wilkinson's for about £2 I think. It's quite cheap and quite easy to put on as well. If you were to get some mesh, you'd get some zip ties which could hold it together in place easily, and then cut off the remaining pieces of it that you don't really need and it gets in the way. About this cage, It was apparently supposed to be a home for a rabbit or a guinea pig, and it's too small for any of those animals. If you want to get a... Oh, look, there he is. Hey, Ash. Hey, baby. There he is. He's finally came out. You're lucky. This is my second video, and the other one cut off. But anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, it's too small to house a guinea pig or rabbit. If you want to get a guinea pig or rabbit, you might as well get a CNC cage. There's a load of videos on how to do CNC cages and whatnot, or just a plain hutch. For those who want to get a hamster, if you're new to the subject or you're quite young, like let's say you're 8 years old, I'd get a Syrian hamster, not a dwarf, not any of the dwarf hamsters, not a Chinese hamster, because Chinese and dwarves hamster are for mature owners, you know, that can handle it and have patience with them. And dwarfs and Chinese don't really like to be handled that very much. I know Ash doesn't like to be handled at all, really, but you know, I still try and tame him even to this day. He is quite tame. Still, he takes food out of my hands sometimes. He lets me pet him, but the amount of time he actually lets me hold him is 5 to 10 minutes, which is quite of a bonus. Yeah, anyway, so if you want to get a hamster, it's like for a Syrian, I say a Zoozone 2. I'm not sure about the Zoozone 1. I think the Zoozone 1 might be a little bit small, or, you know, the perfect size, I don't know, for a Syrian. I have never owned a Syrian. I wanted a Syrian, but they were non-stock, so I got Ash, and I wouldn't change him for the world, and, you know, I'm glad that they didn't have any in stock. So before you get your new hamster home and you're really excited, I'd recommend setting up the cage like a week before you get the hamster. With my mistake when I first got Ash, I bought all the stuff, and I set the home up on the day I got him, and you know, when I looked in further, I regret it, because I wanted now to think about that. I'm probably making no sense. But anyways, the reason why you want to do your cage a week before, a few days before, is because you can get some tissue and rub your scent all over it and put it into a place, and then you'll be able to get used to your scent and whatnot. But when you get it, don't hold the hamster, or like, you know, want to go dark way. Time will come. Don't just do it. It needs to get ready for its new home within 2 days. That's how long I let Ash, but I started to pet him after 2 days. I didn't pick him up after 2 weeks, and started to tame him after 2 weeks. But yeah, what else have I got for him? Alright, I got him this ball which cost me like £1, I think. A space pod, I guess it's called. He doesn't like going in there. Well, I don't force him in there. I wait for him to go in, and he goes in, but he doesn't know how to use it. He'll just sit in there. He doesn't really like it. But the only time I use it, if, you know, I'm traveling from one room to room, or I'm just, you know, cleaning out his cage and just putting him somewhere from them. I've got this big bag. Oh, excuse me. This big bag of wood shavings for £4. It's medium, so I think that's pretty good for £4. For a big bag, I think it's like £10, £6, or I think that's just the Carefresh bedding. I know it's like a bit more. Yes, so it's Pets at Home. It's got at the back that what it's suitable for. Everything. If you want to pause, you can read it if you're interested. I got him this little seesaw that he doesn't use. If I put it in, it looks too packed out, and I need to make room for the new wheel I'm gonna buy him one day. This is the thing I use to clean out the cage. Like, after I soak it in there for about 15 minutes and take it to the bathroom and rinse it out and leave it to dry, and dry it after as well. And it actually does do a pretty good job, but you know, yeah, it cost me like £2, and so, and this box here is full of food. It's full right to the top. I would get it out, but because it's pretty hard to get out, I'm not going to do that. I think you can imagine that it's kind of full. It's up to here with food. I used guinea pig and gerbil mix, I think it's called. I can't really remember. But he loves the food, I guess, and it's got like hamster nuggets mixed in with it, so I think that's pretty good. Well, I'm sorry for the stutters that I'm doing in this video. I'm really nervous about it. But, you know, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, share, add it to your favourites, all that jazz, I guess. And make sure to suggest what you want next. The next video I might be doing a Pets at Home tour. The time I'm going to Pets at Home is on Monday, I think, to get some things for my new fish tank, which I might show as well if you lot are interested. So yeah, have a good day.